We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belgian accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Para o céu.
Outer space.
Ah, tá.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted. It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create. Sacrificed? What do you mean? Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use? Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way. But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life. That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile. Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it. I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness. I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him. When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror. Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
Caralho. Lost Kingdom. Eu vou mudar a tela aqui já. Senão eu
Time for
esqueço
the
depois.
briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Aruja, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Arujan forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Aruja's lead faction. Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Together. Agora. Tem ar, terra. Não sei se pega o ar, terra. Bora ver o que nós escolhe aqui. Nossa, tô muito delícia desse jogo, Ave Maria. Tava pensando de ir de Fighter. Nossa. Fighter com ar terra. Não Fighter. Acho que eu já tô com os equipamentos certos, deixa eu dar uma olhada. Mano, esse aqui não precisa, velho. Esse aqui precisa. Não precisa. Não precisa também. Não. Esse aqui é melhor. Tem coisa skin da Upel. Da skin de Strider. Bora.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priorities.
Vai fazer isso de novo?
Target. Focusing on their anti-air.
Meu Deus! Alguém me dá um controle novo?
Craft weapon.
Eu vou ficar maluco, velho.
Okay, team. To work. Unidentified aircraft. Not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're
Eu
friendly
acho que
or
ele vai
not.
ter colocado alcance mesmo, hein?
So, we capture this
Meu
base
Deus,
and
eles
take
lançam
the
tudo em
fuel
dois
supplies.
alvos.
That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live.
Seu burro.
That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin. Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat! There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Rusian refugees.
Nossa, mas,
They must be
oh.
fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Ele não trava, mano. Eu quero.
Aircraft. Deploy at once or we'll
Ele vai
open
lançar
fire.
tudo. Um cara que lança tudo.
Talking about, they already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know.
Deixa eu baixar um pouco, esqueci que tá muito alto.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalashi used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vassalage, which neighbor in Shalashi.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Nossa, coisa assim, né?
Unable to use the SAMs. Help me! The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate. Enemy on your tail. Watch out! More fighters.
Ops, botão errado.
They have 4 aircraft. More planes incoming. Fire more missiles. Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I
Ele
know.
lança tudo no poucos alvos, né?
That's Shalashi Castle.
Não espalha as alvos, fica meio.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
Peguei.
Stand us out! We're running out of ways to strike back! Warning, enemy has a beat on you. We've lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast. Please, somebody answer us! Fight! Breaking away! New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
16 tá rápido, hein?
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about. Target hit. AA destroyed. We're sitting ducks. Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by. Negative. This battle's so close we can get up there. We're on the top of
Nossa, não
restoration.
pegou.
Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily. Locked on bandit. Damage report.
Acabou a munição, cara. Cara, não curti esse armamento, mano.
Alright.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane. Soul Squadron, airborne. Keep the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul
Nossa,
Squadron.
tem.
Understood.
Vocês estão aqui. Eu esqueci que.
You are in violation
Esqueci que
of
vocês
Shalashi airspace.
aparecem.
Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down. This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us. You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Parte.
Nossa, como é que ele desviou disso?
You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace.
Deixa eu começar a vai.
Target acquired. Working in unison.
ter roubado muito, cara. Muito.
Don't let them work together. Back up trigger. Wilco. Righto.
É o da equipe do... que segue o
Bring it on.
Rally
I'm more than a match for you.
pra
Locked on.
vigiar ele.
Strider 2. Punch 2.
Melhor é guiagem essa porra.
These guys are pretty good. Strider 1. Target fire. Strider 1. Fox 2.
Eu já são tudo esses caras, mas não vou
Watch it.
matar.
Enemy has a lock on you. Don't underestimate them just because Mr. X is here.
Melhor é guiagem, mesmo assim parece que não adianta. Nossa, como é que não pegou? Pronto, vai na metrô, foda-se.
As expected, but a lucky shot would be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a
O cara
real
não morre.
Strider
Esse aqui não
1,
morre.
you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east.
Ele não morre. O jogo 66 falou, não vai morrer. O homem. Isso aqui é só trabalho. Começou a
High speed
travar.
protected.
Começou a travar meu jogo.
Launch from enemy aircraft.
Oxi! Meu jogo começou a travar. Do nada o jogo começou a travar.
This aircraft, you must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find
É o
someone to
calor.
guide you. I am not that person. Yai. Lost Legion squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on. Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our
Com
lives.
certeza, né, guys? Pois é. Eu tive que aumentar a ventoinha dele. Tá quase 90 graus. Agora tá 60, tá melhor. Ah, nossa! É, você consegue virar em pra stall, né? Eu não.
Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with Yai taught me something. Drone fighters don't they have no place in the cosmos of the skies. And they're what the most legit Air Force should be fighting against.
Esse negócio da hit kill, cara, no Modo 2.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own? That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting along. He's not alone. Look around you. I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy. That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces. It's not bad. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must
A referência 2 e 3. Era nave é meu corpo.
There are pilots breaking in one every generation. And I found every last one of them. Strider 1, missile launched.
Vamos derrubar o senhor, né?
What do you think of this?
Strider 1 scored another hit.
Easy.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down. You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Trigger Splash the Bandit. Cadê ele? Esse aqui dá pra ver ele.
Pilot with the 3 strikes.
Yeah.
This was all due to my ego.
Olha lá ele lá.
I unleashed pure chaos upon this world. Just so I could keep my wings.
Não, não é ele não. Cadê ele?
Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Caution. Pull up.
Então esse 3 é tudo desse jeito. Os caça é praticamente o corpo dos pilotos. Meu Deus, que calor, velho. Ave Maria.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back
Devia
in
ter
the
ido com
First War.
F4, né? Seria
What if
vergonhoso
Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking
derrubar
about it
um
gives me
X2 com
chills.
F4.
We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Aí no dogfight foi um, aí foi atrás do outro. 381.000.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island.
Blau.
She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil.
Belkan War 2.0.
My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusia? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it. And the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
Olha o caço que é.
So,
Eu
this
não
place
tinha
runs on
prestado atenção
solar
nisso da
power
outra
that
vez.
the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all. Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos. I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose. when looking at Harling's mirror.
Lighthouse. É 19? Eu não prestei atenção. É 19. Penúltima missão.
Let's get the
Da
briefing
campanha.
started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse and see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island, the 444 squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Dá 2 minutos, rapidão. Pega água. Deixa eu abrir a árvore, que eu sempre abro a árvore. Pra ver os armamentos também. Eu já sei com qual caça eu vou finalizar, hein? F15, ele é só ar terra, né? Esse daqui, o J, o E, no caso. Ar também. Eu precisava de muita coisa, tipo assim. Porque a gente vai ter que tretar com o Arsenal Bird. Aqui só vai 4, aqui vai... muito, senão bora com o F15E. Então é um armamento legal. Aí, muito foda. Olha, tem skin nova pra ele. Eu não sabia. Skin especial, eu liberei alguma missão que eu fiz. Eu destruí algum caso secreto lá, sem perceber. Legal. Bora com a skin do Destroyer. Skin da Garuda, de Garuda. Que skin é essa? Um esquadrão de outro Ace. Uma skin Strider mesmo, skin padrãozinha. As peças. Só precisa da rainha. Isso aqui não é necessário. Acho que é isso. Deixa eu ver o que mais eu coloco. A viagem do míssil. Padrão. Esse aqui é o meu poder. Cadê? Ele já tem bastante, acho que não é necessário aumentar mais do que isso. Cadê multi-inimigos? Não. quero a guiagem, eu quero aumentar a guiagem no míssil padrão. Qual que era? Aumento de poder, aumento de velocidade, aumento do limite de carga. Ah, já tá equipado então. Velocidade de trava, então qual que rola de colocar alcance? Esse aqui rola mais.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
We need help. Don't let them
Susto.
Show them what the erosion. Now, what
Oxi.
fighter pilots are made of. Thanks. I owe you. No sweat.
Pera aí, deixa eu começar de novo. Porque travou tudo ali.
We need help. Don't let them damage more. Show them what the erosion. Now, what fighter pilots are made of. Thanks. I owe you. No sweat.
Head into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned.
Agora que pegar essa ação míssil padrão, os especialistas deixam pro Arsenal
you'll
Bird.
secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I think it is time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them. That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still in it as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, forget that designation.
Meu Deus, eu passei muito rápido.
Exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
Ross, he's always speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Gold Squadron and Rival Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2. We've got the composite drones to drive. Sending my squadron now. This is Mr. X's crew.
Meu Deus, só é uma maniobrabilidade disso.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman. Some of their squadrons are in weird formations. They have manned aircraft with UAVs and slave food. This is just to keep the war going.
Esse F-15 ele decola de... Ele decola de... aviões, porque tem a paradinha pra subir e descer, parece. Não sei se o F-15 faz isso. Dependendo, ele tem um ganchinho preso nele. Esse C-57 e F-22 trabalham juntos. Mas, tanque de guerra.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down. I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell.
Se eu acertar, eu confiei que ia acertar.
Rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Rush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon?
battle for independence. We'll take down the Arsenal bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big when the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
It's down. 5 minutes remaining.
The communications infrastructure down. This broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions.
Bora,
You
dois.
can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real-life princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
It's safe over here. You're taking away all their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, tap on here.
All right, understood.
Elas morreram, atrapalharam.
Enemy behind.
Damn it. I am after like a slapstick routine.
Target is down. Fox 2. 3 strikes on a friendly's tail.
There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Sky is alone. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Pode sem miss. Pode sem flare.
Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. It has projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, do we have more incoming?
Oh no. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this'll give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us
Isso,
out.
solta flare.
Why do you
Fácil já, né?
this time, stupid woman?
Missile launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived. Those lines are close together. What the hell was that? I'm bailing out!
I said we were going to take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If its sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was going to do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
You caught that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound. Strider 1, Fox 2. 30 seconds remaining.
Yes.
saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
É, isso que era de pontuação. Eu fiz mais que necessário.
10 seconds until the united attack on the Arsenal bird.
Incoming!
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
Boom!
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope. Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
We can't train it! Evacuate! Mack is starting heavily damaged by laser weapons. Aircraft control remote. Signal blast! Deploy lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive. That's a pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the Arsenal bird.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the Arsenal bird.
That was close. Nothing flash under than a corner.
That's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak.
Better.
Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on over those frills.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard, seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone. The radar room and CIC.
Nothing changes this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
Sub-propeller confirmed destroyed.
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft, separately engage in direct attack.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arsenal bird with conventional weapons. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies that's hit. Missile inbound! Evade!
Why didn't that hit?
Main propeller 1 confirmed stall. Good work, Trigger. Keep up the attack. Strider 1 has destroyed a sub-propeller. You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
Damn it! I've taken some damage. One aircraft hit. No, two!
Light bulb shaped thing?
Para de morder.
That's it. That's a location marker. Path it from there, right? Got it.
Both main propellers are installed. There's something we can do. Just evading like this will get us all killed.
You're in their sights, Strider 1.
Trigger got a sub-propeller.
Nossa,
Getting the hang of this, Trigger. When's that shield gonna lose power? Elevators continuously supplying you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Smash it.
Vou
Smash
passar
it.
planando.
Bastard. It'll lose
Eu
power.
detonei tudo nele.
Damn shield. Just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Tostar passarinho.
What kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
até esse laser nele.
It's switched to the backup power supply. That means the main supply's been cut off.
The observations. UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're down.
Drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They completely lost control.
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it. The main propeller is moving again. Just how hard is that thing? He's down to destroying the lieutenant's base. Say what? We destroyed the docking modules, the supply unit, and break all the personal bird. That'll leave the lieutenant base burn. Light on fire, and we can cook that bird. Theoretically, that may prove a possibility for an experienced pilot. That would be a problem, Whit. Yeah, but our guy's more than just an experienced pilot. Trigger, let's do this. Is he really that good of a pilot? I bet on it. Besides, if he thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
Watch out! The drones are falling! Refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here! I can't leave that girl to die. Fine, fine! Get her, but be quick about it! The drones are acting odd. Run! Run! Careful!
Docking module destroyed. That's two of them.
Ah, o tablet morre,
Don't let
né?
yourself be
Na
distracted.
pista.
Just focus on what you need to do.
Ai, cara. Mano, eu já pensei que essa girando. Não lembro.
But the kid Tabloid went after his safe. We're in that distance with a gun in his hands. Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe? George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
Looks two. Enemy on your back. Target is right in front of me. You're out of missiles. Docking module destroyed. One left. Nicely done. This will be a good story to tell my son.
You're too far out.
Not a chance.
Caralho.
I've got a sitting duck here. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile away. All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Yeah! Good job.
Tem que ser por baixo, né? Calma aí, dá uma
You
volta.
should be able to see the rectenna where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty Arsenal bird is sure to feel it. Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear a path for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to Trigger. Bring down the UAVs.
Strider 1, get out of the way.
Lieutenant base unit confirmed destroyed. Lancaster. Oh my god. The Arsenal bird is on fire. Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Vou na travada.
Lancaster, can you estimate the point of impact? Don't worry, looks like it'll be open
Olha
water.
ele caindo.
All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
Vai de frente. Ih, já fiz já.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this?
Essa missão é muito
People
foda.
were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend is here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
Nossa! Nossa, quase que eu fiz. Nossa! Nossa, não, calma, calma.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator.
Eu estolei, eu não vi minha velocidade.
We should hold them off until support arrives. Our units surrender. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Enemy on my 6! Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something!
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a
Não,
problem
não é
for
de
you.
porta-aviões, não. Ou
I'll
é,
guide you down.
mas tem
You're too
tem
fast. Lower your speed.
um ancorozinho ali, um ganchinho na cauda dele que não desceu. Olha
Make
lá.
right. 3,000 meters to carrier.
Assim, ó.
Lower your nose. Meters to carrier. Abort landing, you're gonna crash.
Não tem pista! No meu caso não tem ganchinho.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. You're too fast. Slow your speed.
Não deu pra frear, não deu pra frear.
Bank left, Trigger.
Ele não desacelerou.
Raise your nose. That's what I'm talking about, Trigger. Not one scratch.
Agora deu.
Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins.
O F tem F-15 que é de porta-aviões? Eu não sei se tem F-15 de porta-aviões. Tem F-15 de porta-aviões? Tem não. Ué, pensei que o ganchinho dele era. É por isso que eu varei a pista na primeira vez, então, né?
I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad.
Aí ele quase se tornou um jato embarcado.
When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson. The name of an old sailor. When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war.
O Su-37 é
That story
de
gives me a little bit
porta-aviões,
of
não é?
hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot.
Não sei.
The hangars were loaded with goodies. This scrap queen's got work to do.
Eu não sei se o Su-37 é. Tem um Su que é o Su-27 era. E o Su-37 é em base nele, né?
Trigger,
Su-35
everyone,
também.
listen up. The operation was a success. Erusian defense forces have been neutralized, and all Arsenal birds are down. However, those 2 new drones buzzing around have royally screwed up our plans. The Osean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft. According to the Scrap Queen, the drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent. They're trying to strengthen their numbers. What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience, so the newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down no matter what it takes. We'll do it so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Mano, eu não sei. Tem qual Su que é de porta-avião? Eu lembro de eu ter visto algum, tipo 27, eu acho. Mas a maioria dos Sus são com base em cima dele. O Su-35, o Su-37. Última missão. E nós vamos pegar um instrumento de ágil derivado de um modelo melhorado do Su-27M equipado com canards. Carregado com tubeiras de empuxo vetorizado, ele possui uma manobrabilidade fenomenal mesmo a baixas pré-stall, a velocidade baixa pré-stall. Aí também do Su-27. Su-33? Ele tem um ganchinho ali, ó. Eu vi, Su-33, então Su-33. Deixa eu ver se tem, esse aqui tem um ganchinho. É, não tem não. É o 33 mesmo. Ele é menor, né? Ele é menor que os outros. E aí, Su-37, Su-35, Su-37, foda-se. Eu tenho a skin dele de... Acho que você também tem skin. A skin do... Yellow 13. Yellow 13. Do Ace Combat... Ace Combat 5. Eu queria ter jogado, mas meu Play 2 nunca rodava. O jogo que eu tinha, né, no caso. Nossa, tem a skin de Scarface também. O Scarface. Que não renderiza. Vai pro fazedor de viúvas? Vou. Pode deixar que eu vou sim. A skin da Rena, do Ace Combat 3, vai ser o próximo Ace. Nossa, não tá renderizando nada. A skin da Upel. Vou sim. Talvez no desafio, mas hoje não. Bora. Tá bom.
Strider Squadron, takeoff prep complete.
Não, já era, já foi. Não vale isso aí. Baniu uma ação. O cara baniu todas as ações. Depois eu faço. Com o fazedor de voo.
Can I use
Eu
this?
tô fazendo a campanha
Hey, can you hear me?
certinho.
That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Hidratação? Já me hidrato, pera aí. Eles vão colocar na bordinha, porque não tem... Olha lá, eles botam na bordinha, porque não tem espaço pra decolar. Pera aí. Só decolar já bebalo.
Take care. Whatever happens, it ends here. The outcome's mostly up to him. Oh, this is the guy. Oh, yeah. He's the one who took off just now.
We got quite a few Erusians with us. You see if they're sticking around, too. I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Affirmative.
decolar.
I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
Understood.
Roger.
The space elevator is able to broadcast
Right
and
on.
communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Goal leader to Logcat. UAV confirming direction travel. Abandoned.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Strider 3, copy. Let's do it, Hushin.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now. The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing.
Não dá, velho. Eu domino demais o C-37.
Elevator 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
I've never seen anyone fly this fast. Provide support.
Friendly lost. Another confirmed down.
Defendeu o coleguinha.
Another hit. The only one getting anywhere out here. Shooting immune, just like Mihai. The complete copies of Mihai. Received some serious upgrades. Seamer, separate unit and unit.
Attention all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
The bag of tricks.
Watch 2.
Caralho, hein?
They're shooting down missiles with their lasers.
Ah, tem outros caças também. Não é só mais esses dois. Ou eu já vi antes, não lembro.
Friendly fire. Triggers down!
Voltei. O controle tá com o meu primo aqui. Peguei de volta dele aqui, agora sou eu que vou jogar.
We've got quite a few Erusians with us. You see if they're sticking around, too. I don't care what country anyone's from. What counts is knowing who the real enemy is. Right, guys?
Ele disse o cara que
Affirmative.
domina o caça.
I think everybody here knows the score. We all know who to follow. Commence mission. All aircraft follow trigger.
Roger that. Understood.
All right.
Understood.
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Clever little bastards.
Goal leader to Logcat. UAV confirming direction travel. Abandoned.
All aircraft converge on Skull Squadron. Surround and shoot them down.
Tem que colocar pra pegar mais rápido esses mísseis.
Let's do it, Hushin.
Wilco.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now.
Salamander 3, Skull 2, lost. Damn it, that was quick.
Meu Deus, missão secundária é infinito pra recarregar essa bosta.
Another confirmed down. Damn it. The UAVs are equipped with laser weaponry. Watch where their nose is pointing. Locked on. Go down.
Watch your tail. They can get behind you in no time.
Strider 1, right.
Fox 2.
Meu Deus, não sei trabalhar de novo.
Behind the enemy.
Toma o nome do cu, velho. Que porra de curva foi essa? Eu batendo de novo. Ah, é lógico que eu vou bater. Com o meu jogo travando. Pera aí, deixa eu dar um tempo. Meu jogo começou a dar umas travadas. Ai, meu Deus do céu. Eu errei o tiro porque meu jogo travou. Não é possível, mano. Não é possível, velho. Cara, não é possível, mano. Fecha tudo essa porra.
Strider 1, hostile behind you.
Another hit. You're dealing with getting out here. There we go. One down, one down. Target is losing altitude rapidly.
An enemy is flying through billowing from it. I saw myself. Three strikes is the real deal. One plane left.
Soul 2, evade, evade.
Just like the others. Soul 2 lost. Damn it. Damn it. Attention, all aircraft. Launch detected from the UAV. They're small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
How did he get back there?
Locked on.
Missile launched. Target is in range of guns.
Strider 1 got him.
Arizona's moving over to sell it to the mission is still a go. Got this one down to my sights. One bandit left. Come on, someone just get rid of it. Trigger's missile hit. That one looks like it hurt. Trigger has scored a kill. Hell yeah! You finally did it! Way to shoot, Ace. Look, it discarded its wings. What the? It's just like the UAV the Trigger shot down at Bucharest. Is that the prototype that Wiseman was talking about?
Só tanto de míssil atrás dele.
Rider 1, hostile, there's a lock. Might be a vent for two. Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions? It's observing Strider 1. It's like it's trying to learn from it. Still flying, but it
bosta.
Strata 1, target acquired. They learn to fly like Trigger. Who's gonna shoot him down? Not to mention they can manufacture another tower.
Controle de bosta, me ajuda.
UAV is down. Radar signal is
O
lost.
último pegou ainda também.
That was definitely the most intense thing I've ever been in. I can't wait to tell my son about it.
The space elevator is just powered up. Looks like we made it in just the nick of time. Fortunately, you've prevented data that may have included Trigger's flying style from leaking. I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
Can you hear me? There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
She's right. I see something on the radar. The UAV is alive and kicking.
Missão.
The
Estilo 2,
UAV went
3.
into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Missão boa. Boa, 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 boa.
Trigger, you're gonna have to fly into the tunnel after the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
Count, where are you going? We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You can't be serious, Count.
Yeah,
Bora,
well, you
Count.
had no problem with Trigger doing the same thing.
Trigger's different.
We'll see.
You damn fool.
Don't worry. I learned something from my last squadron. Stick with Trigger, and you'll make it.
Count,
repito
give me your
disso.
status.
Alive.
Excellent, so you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What makes you think that?
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll
Isso,
take a
trava
short time
mesmo,
for the
velho.
drone to send over the data.
Trava nessa hora mesmo,
Destroy as
vai.
fast as you can.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it. I heard some static when the gate closed. Do you think the UAV is operating the gates? Well, there goes our only way out. I thought we were gonna pull this off after making it through that maze. Don't worry, I'll think of something. I'll find us a way out. No sign of the drone. Did it take another path? Doesn't matter. We know where it's going. We can catch it.
Bora, Count.
Drone on your tail. Damn it! It got me. I'm hit. Shit. My wings seem fine, but I'm losing thrust. Is it my engine? Definitely feels like it's my engine. I'm fine. I can still fly. My rudder's acting up. It's hard to keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but I'll be okay. Uh-oh, that's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. We'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger.
Outro na água. fazer de novo. Não dá nada.
Drone is turning. It'll send its payload. Shoot it down,
No
Trigger.
problem. Eu acho que é melhor se eu bater ele primeiro. Acho que é melhor se eu bater ele primeiro, cara.
It's down. Yeah, baby. Hey, I'm being serious here. That's right. We're going home. I thought of a way out of here. The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if my bird can handle it, though. Fly! I know you can make it! I'll attempt a belly landing. Get out of here! Everyone's waiting for you!
Calma, Cal. Estou tentando achar a porta pra ficar mais fácil pra mim.
I wanted to wait until I had less fuel, but I have no choice. Attempting to land. I don't think my plane will make it. Anyway, here goes. Come on, baby, stay with me just a bit more.
Should we send in an evac team?
We can't give up. We have to wait.
Can you hear me? We're all waiting. A world of darkness needs a light to shine. We're waiting for that beacon of light.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
They did it! That's our Trigger!
He's a damn hero.
No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Wish y'all could have seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
Yeah, well, we're all in the same boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
We're sending help. Give us your coordinates.
Directly into the space elevator. Elevation is minus 500 meters.
Minus? Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
We're on our way back from our 7-year mission to the asteroid belt. I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach. To the pilot who generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful. The universe lies ahead of us, waiting to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway to ascend to it, over and over again.
It's all coming together for me. Today was the day, the moment of her return.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
To skies unknown, the path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad. The refugees built the settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from Yukdovania airdropped some supplies for them again today. Thanks to the princess, the whole world was pitching in to help these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George. I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life. Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie here, wasting away. I'll never know the freedom of flying the open skies ever again. I've been grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
You know what having peace in the world means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age. Peace is what those girls are working so hard for here. We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess, she's looking to the stars. Dark blue, to the heavens and beyond.
Can you hear me?
E acabou. Jogo bom. Jogão. É isso aí, mano. Mais uma série finalizada. Mais um gamezinho já terminado. Cara, esse jogo é fenomenal, velho. Não tem como. Toda vez quando eu jogo, eu... Nossa, eu arrepio tudo. Esperando lançar um próximo, né? Quase 900 mil, quase 1 milhão praticamente. Nossa, eu recebi um B ainda, mano. Eu recebi um B. A missão foi linda, eu derrubei os caras só porque demorou um pouquinho. É.